It's...
I know you stole this song, Sil. I know it. I watch your show.
Welcome to the Scoops, where our panel discusses the most recent entertainment scoops from Mikey, Sutton's Geekosity.com. And now, your hosts, Keith and Gary. Right, I'm all done here.
I don't know why that tickles me. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pop Culture Mind Film Scope Zone. It's a show with two low-life white people and three cool black dudes.
That sounds like America.
We white trailer trash. That's what I would and I are.
Why does everybody always go southern or
sound like the
redneck
Power
when they
Rangers.
do that? I don't understand.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Of course, along with me is my partner in crime, Keith Moncrief, and our
What's up, everyone?
permanent co-host to this show, are Arwen Avalon. 24/7 Future Media's in the house, and that's Sil Abdul guy.
Hey guys, hanging out for a minute.
I love you guys. It's, I don't know, man. I mean, we have fun on TGIF, but God damn it, I like hanging out with you guys and doing this show. And we're doing it live today, folks. Look at that. Pretty amazing. We got a little bit folks showing up. We're at 36 right now. Not bad. We're going to be talking about some Geekosity tonight, some Mikey Sutton scoops, as well as articles from some of our friends and some people that we maybe one day will know. I do know that Mikey Sutton threatened to show up tonight, but I don't put any money on it because he's busy as shit.
Is he going to come on and slap Sil?
That's entertainment.
So
Hey, if it'll get our ratings up.
Anything, right?
I see in the audience we have our good friend the Dork Knight, and he says "Shut up," and of course Pat S, our producer. How are you doing, buddy? Thank you. And of course, Keith and my buddy Dust Wolfen, wonderful dude, and the Rumble from Down Under, mostly because he has a really terrible diet. Brett Cohen is in the chat. That's why he rumbles. Get it? Anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett.
Hey, I know water rotates the other way going down a drain in Australia. Does poop go out differently and pee?
We don't want to know. Only Gary.
It's almost as bad as when I asked Culture Casino last night. So we were talking about before you got on Culture. Your preference. Do you want to die on top of your wife or underneath her?
God.
Stuck in my hair. Oh my God. Hang on, y'all. Help me.
There's Pat, of course. Pimping the show. Love you, Pat. Brandon is here, our good friend.
What did Culture say?
Who is this?
Igor.
Do you know Igor?
Yeah.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Mutual.
Yeah, it's like this.
What's up, Igor?
We actually get to know our chat groups, and I love it when we see somebody new. It's like, oh shit, there's someone I don't know. All right.
There you go.
Hopefully,
Give us money.
That's the goal. You got to say it right. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money.
He's like, so happy for you to be here. Now give me some money.
Oh, fuck you, Brandon. Stick around. You got some time.
That seems like a logical reason to leave. Actually,
Well, that was the whole joke, Dork. Is I said, someone says, "Oh, you want to die while having sex because you want to go out being happy." I said, "No, I want to go out of this world traumatizing my wife."
Oh,
And I'm sure Deanna's going to enjoy that one.
Look. That'll traumatize her until she, Yeah.
What about to the side? No, I don't want to die on the side. I either want to die under her or on top. It'll be funny. It's my last fucking bad joke before I die. Is literally dying on my woman I love.
oh.
because it is a
Well,
bad joke.
one or both arms cuffed.
Brett Cohen says, "F you, Gary. My diet's pretty good. I'm making coleslaw as a text." All right, man.
So you're regular.
And thank you for the Australian, not Australian, Australian $5, mate. Very good. Thank you, my friend. And for that, I will. Let's see. What shall I throw out today? Here's one.
You were just dumping a bag of hammers.
Oh.
Let's see. Or I could throw out Keith's favorite.
Are you Toby?
And then Toby at the Oscars. I don't care if that was from over a year ago. It's still fucking funny.
It's still
Take it, Toby.
Toby, take it all. Anyway, so before we get into the show, do we want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff with Chris Rock being caught recorded talking about the incident, or do we want to save that for another time?
I was feeling
Because I know Sill's dying to talk about it on live stream, man. I know.
But you just saw my show earlier. That's
Yes,
why.
I did, motherfucker.
Actually, I didn't hear the audio yet, so it would be nice to hear
We've
that.
got two things. One that Chris Rock, he was really still fucking cool about it.
Mm.
Yeah, it's clear he was not happy what happened, but he was real cool about it and went into his comedy set. The other thing is, of course, now it's come out that Will Smith was asked to leave.
Oh, he actually was?
And he
I hadn't heard that.
refused to leave. But then I made a joke today. I said, well, they weren't going to remove him because all the security from the photos I've seen were a bunch of white guys, and none of them were like, dude, I am not going to be the dude that
They're not gonna be the guy.
drags Will Smith out of here. And gets
Exactly.
on camera. Like, fuck that shit.
He played the Will Smith card. He's like, I'm not leaving. I'm Will Smith.
I know, man. That's crazy. But
It's like I said the other night, man. If they were still using the old theatrical,
yeah, I know
seating
they could have
set up.
exactly.
That would have gone a little differently because Will would have had time to really think about it and he's going, "Pardon me,
Yeah,
excuse me,
just
pardon
go
me."
right up there.
Okay, but right there, the fact that he was asked to leave and not demanded to leave.
Yeah,
Come
and
on. They
but
gave him a choice. Of course, he's going to say, "Hell no, I'm not."
according
leaving."
to certain clauses, they can demand, if they haven't already demanded, his Oscar back. But I'm going to tell you right now, he's not doing it. He will not. If they couldn't get him to leave the theater, he's not fucking giving up that Oscar.
But think about it. They asked him to leave, then they awarded him the Oscar.
Well, my only problem with that
Yeah.
is the fact that he got a ridiculous fucking 21-second standing ovation after what he did.
everyone was scared.
Yeah.
They were fearing.
They were afraid he was going to beat their ass, so they applauded.
Slapping everywhere.
Well, I'm mad because he took my job. Because for years I've been saying after I retire, that'll be my job. I will happily slap people that need it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people on this planet that need it.
You'll be like a Walmart greeter. You go, here's your Oscar.
So Will Smith officially
Mr. Putin, President Putin, it's Keith Moncrief from the United States. Yeah, man, how may I help? Slap. There you go.
Yeah, you'd be like Dick Cheney as a Walmart greeter. Thank you for shopping Walmart. Go fuck yourself.
People keep asking me if there's money in slapping people.
Well, there can be.
Obviously, there
Fucking
is.
Will
They
Smith's
get
rich
a
as fuck.
for it.
Welcome, PJO, the Dork Knight's mom. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for showing up
Mom.
on Steve's and my show last night. It was very nice of you. Aw, shit. Yeah, Dork Knight's in trouble.
Yeah.
Aw, shit. And let's see. Oh, this is just promotions.
Ooh.
What's
Hey,
what's to talk about? Paper beats rock and roll. Paper scissors. I don't know, man. I've washed and booed a lot of people over the time, You know, and I wish that is what that was about, but it was not. So how are we doing? Oh, we've got 266 in the house. Let me get through these chats, and then we're going to get to the show. So Das Wolfen says there has been some other sources that there was a meeting about him leaving, but the ones in charge were divided.
So
Yeah,
it's some different reports coming out. I kind of believe that more, that maybe some wanted to ask him to leave, but they was like, this is Will Smith. So some,
exactly. Das Wolfen, I made that joke Oscar night, so you're way behind the fucking times on that one. So fuck you, Das Wolfen.
Every black person made that joke too.
Let's see, because it was the first thing that popped in my mind was Rick James. Hey, Charlie Murphy, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? I don't know. Slap. Shit was funny.
Classic stuff.
Let's see, howdy everyone. Red Monarch, welcome to the show. Brett Cohen says, without a real movie star anymore, what makes the Oscars relevant? Yeah, we don't really have too many that really fit that bill. They really don't. Tom Hanks is one of the few. We just don't have the stars that we had from the 40s all the way up through the 80s. Once they started dying off.
You know what? The movies nowadays, corporate films nowadays, are being made mainly by the marketing departments.
Oh, Keith, look. It's Mikey.
Yeah,
Sutton.
I know.
Mikey
I responded to
Sutton
him.
is in his house.
Sup, Mikey? You ought to come on in. You ought to come into the show, Mikey.
I'm going to send you an invite if you want to join us. You don't have to, get on camera. You can just do the.
We're not putting you under any pressure, but if you really want to come in and slap Sil,
we invite that. We want to see that. We want to have our own Oscar moment.
We gotta sign that contract first, Mikey.
Seriously, Mike, don't hit me until we have the contract. Don't hit me, Mike. Ah! Anyway.
Now, Mikey wants to know how long we'll be on today.
We're only going to do this. We should be done within about an hour and a half.
We'll be here for a little bit.
So here you go, Mikey. I just put it in our group chat on Facebook. There it is. And of course, Tom and Andre are always welcome, but they're usually too busy. Andre is doing whatever he does, and Tom is usually editing shit for Andre.
It took about 30 minutes.
That's how that shit works.
It's going to eat 30 minutes. Yeah.
All right. So get through this chat again. Listing. All right. Oh, cornbread and chili.
Yum.
I hope you have a
cornbread and chill.
Because when we make cornbread and chili, the cornbread always has a little sugar in it to make it sweet.
No, that's cake. I'm sorry, Gary. That's cake.
That's Virginia. And it's really good. You don't put that much in there. It's just a hint
steal
of
that
sugar.
one,
Bacon
Keith.
dripping.
Just going to eat in 30 minutes. All right, jump in with us, Mikey.
A spoonful of sugar.
And he just messaged me on Facebook. Talking DC. Whatever we do, Mikey, just know that we will, whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah.
We can get into it.
We can change this up and talk about Marvel. We can talk about anything, Mikey. Anything under the sun.
We can talk about that really nightmarish actor-on-actor violence. And I'm of course referring to Alec Baldwin shooting. No.
Oh, jeez.
Although that was a great joke. It says, Will Smith wouldn't have pulled that shit with Alec Baldwin.
Oh man.
What's amazing is I still consider myself a fan of Will Smith. I love his fucking stuff, man, but that's a dick move, dude.
I do too, but he lip
dick
slapped somebody, and it was just.
You can't go slapping people on live TV. I mean,
all right, he's going to be talking about the Flash in 30 minutes. So there you go, guys. You're going to get Mikey Sutton himself joining us to talk.
He's going to flash us.
Go flash. So let's get to this shit. I'm jumping off Facebook now.
Nah, Mikey's cool as hell, man. I had a chance to meet him, man, a couple weeks ago.
Isn't
man.
he wonderful?
Yeah,
I fucking love the guy.
He's very cool, man. Very
Why
cool.
he picked Syl over us, I'll never know. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
Probably could figure out just watching that.
He goes, why invite the Lethal Weapon team when I can make my own?
I wonder why.
He wants to pick on Warner Brothers, he says.
Hey, I think everybody should pick on Warner Brothers.
Hells to the yeah. The red wedding is coming, motherfucker.
I'm about to watch that Moon Knight again. I really
I've
enjoyed
watched
that.
it 3 times now.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? I haven't seen it.
That is your problem, man.
My D plus went down.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
I'm going to go ahead. Let's start with this, with Moon Knight. I'm going to go ahead and talk about it a little bit because we did a whole episode last night about Moon Knight. Steven and I did. We talked for like about 45 minutes on it. And I was blown away by this show. And I'm going to let my feelings be known that I consider this the best written Marvel TV series premiere to date. And that includes Daredevil and Punisher.
Whoa.
I do not think that much of Loki. I didn't think it was very well written. I think it had tons of problems. I was okay with most of what was that show? WandaVision.
WandaVision.
I enjoyed a lot of it, but there was tons of stupid shit, things that they were going to do that they left on the floor, and you failed. Yeah, I think that the show flopped. But then Jessica Jones was good. Of course, Luke Cage was good. I'm not gonna say shit about Fist of Fury or fucking
Iron Fist.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Finn Jones. I don't want to do my own stunts. All right, then fuck you. Go away.
All right.
But Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, first season, good stuff, but they weren't great, and I wasn't a fan of the Defenders. But then we go over to DC and we start getting new Marvel stuff. Most of it's just kind of hokey and not well written. But then this fucking show drops, and it's got a solid fucking opening. It's got a solid ending, and it tells a fucking story in the middle.
Good.
And
no woke ass shit.
Encouraging.
And if you didn't catch it, any of you people that love knowing whether there's Marvel going to be in there, Marvel Universe, the place that he ends up in one scene is Latvia. It is obviously the home of Dr. Doom. I'm not going to tell you what happens there.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's there. Watch for it. I was really blown away by that shit. So it is going to be connected somehow to the MCU.
Oh, yeah.
Also, there's another image where he's standing next to a sarcophagus, and right next to it is one of those code things that's square that you
like a little.
You run your phone over.
Whatever. Right.
Well, if you run your phone over it, it takes you to a website for issue 32 with the werewolf
by night. Yeah, so I wonder
that's
who's
what's
showing
on
up.
the wall right next to that sarcophagus. I'm like, they did some cool shit with this. Now, agreed. Cool. I talked to Script Doctor. We had a long talk about it, and I do agree with him that there were some issues with it. But even he agrees with me. This is really top fare Marvel entertainment, and they did a really good job, and it ended solid. What a good ending, And I'm not going to say anything about it, but let's bring up the screen here. We hit the share button. Oh my goodness, I got to do stuff. There we go.
Yeah.
Our what?
Well. Are we going to do the whole Mexican Iron Man thing?
Right.
Well, thanks for reminding me because I forgot about the chat there. See, I get so focused on the show.
I know you were so I love this show. I love
Dust Wolfen. I'm a fan of Will Smith too. I do not like Wild Wild West.
No, I don't like Wild
West.
But
even although I do like that song he did for it. That was fucking
good. The song was better than the movie.
I prefer Cartman's version.
Kumo D's version was better than that.
Oh shit, that's right. He did that.
Come on, man. How dare you?
They sampled that.
Sorry, man. Sorry, don't hate me. Let's see. Brett Cohen just laughs. And of course, our man, and I keep saying this, Mexican Iron Man and Mr. Tickle Trunk basically support this channel. So come on, guys, help them out. I don't care if it's just $1. Help them out. But we appreciate anything you guys give. It's deeply appreciated because it helps us keep the lights on because we've got to pay the service fees. It's ridiculous. But Mexican Ironman says, wow, this channel appears to embrace diversity, inclusion, equity, and representation. I'm impressed. You even have a Latino dude on. Hey, So we should get a channel sponsorship from Disney. Yes? Sure thing, Mike.
You know what? Yes, we should. We're going to call this, we're going to rebrand this Three Brothers and a Lady. Now, I'm sure that
Wait, you forgot the cracker dude. What the fuck?
I was like, wait,
It's hard to market that.
Completely out.
Oh,
Three brothers and yeah, fuck you.
okay, how about this? Three Brothers, a Lady, and Gary.
That guy Gary.
Gary.
So, yeah, I'm not gonna do. Mike's watching right now. I'm not gonna make fun of him because I sometimes do his voice. Let's see. Dork Knight says Moon Knight was good. Yes, it was.
Oh yeah.
Oscar
Isaac was awesome.
And by the way, I need to do something for Mike. What am I going to show for Mike? Okay, this is for Mike. This if I ever see Mike in real life, this is what's happening.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
That's why.
Wow.
Oscar Isaac is better as Poe Dameron.
Yep. Gap Stargate. Hail all.
I'm just playing.
I was surprised they were able to work in the trademark Marvel humor into Moon Knight.
Oh, shit.
I was happy about it, and this is the problem. Script Doctor had is that they had too many of those transfers back and forth. I felt it was just the right amount to really not just convey, but to get the Marvel humor in there, because the truck scene by itself needed that to happen, and they did it wonderfully. I'm not going to say what happens, but I'm just telling you that fucking truck scene was awesome. There was a lot of in-camera stuff they did that I think really brought the price of the show down, because the visual effects were really just removing people and allowing the reflections to be there. And fucking awesome, dude. I'm not going to say any more. Oh, and Evelyn, how are your cats?
They're all good.
All right. I guess that means they're high. I don't know. Catnip. Dude, the cheapest StreamYard is $25, Dork Knight. It's $25. My phone is cheaper than that. Yeah, they charge a lot and don't give a lot. That's all I got to say. What is it? The other one that we've talked about going to, that Steve did go to, and it's worked for him pretty well. They offer a lot more, and that's why we noticed that right after that other service started, all of a sudden StreamYard, we better give them some stuff and stop just taking their money. So, Dork Knight, Three Brothers, Lady on a Cracker. Yeah, there you go.
That's perfect.
You're a racist. I don't care. Yeah, this is for you, Dork Knight. This one's for you. Hold on, I'm getting it. Hold your horses, Dork Knight. There you go, for you. That's for you. You're still a racist.
Oh, shit.
We have private chat. Yes, I know that, Keith. I guess that's where we're at. All right, DC, what's up, chat? We're just doing the talk about stuff, and we're about to get into these articles from the show. Pijo, where's the Asian?
we gotta check that box somehow.
Shit, I don't know.
What's up, War Monkey? I guess Mexican Iron Man liked my joke. Okay. I was excited that I had to accept TVMA on Disney. Yeah, I think that's great. It's a smart move. Pijo, Gary's part Asian. He eats flight lice. That is so fucking racist, dude.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Whenever I think of racist Asian jokes, I think of Eddie Murphy when he says, Asian men have tiny dicks, and the guy in the crowd heckles him and says, "Yeah, but they work." He says, "Yeah, of course they work. I didn't say they were broken. I just said they're small."
Ouch.
Eddie Murphy. Wow, this channel gives out wrenches because I want people to be able to remove porn bots when I'm busy, because it's hard for me to direct the show while being in it. And on top of that, I want people to be able to share their channels You know, because a lot of the people are friends of mine. I thought I already explained it to you, Mike. You're just fucking with me. Deleted scenes, I don't know. But when I went to watch that happen, I don't think anybody believes you, Dorking. Hail at Mex. Yeah, Mex and I, man. We all fucking love him. Shut up, Gab. Anyway, let's get this going here. Marvel's Moon Knight draws comparisons to Loki. Why? I don't know. There's nothing in that show that reminded me of Loki because it was actually good. Written by Edwin Francisco. He says Disney Plus series Marvel Moon Knight directors Aaron Moorhead and Justin Benson reveal its similarities to Loki. They cut their teeth on Archive 81. Moreover, they will helm the first episode of Loki season 2. Maybe it'll be better. Here's hoping. The first episode of Moon Knight is out. Moon Knight, thus far, is the most cinematic of the Disney Plus shows. Moon Knight features a reality warping vibe a la FX's Legion or David Fincher's The Game. And it's very Fincher-like. And Mikey even brought that. I'm like, yeah. It's got that Fincher feel. The series is bizarre and disoriented as Moon Knight. Well, it has to be. People pointed out how different Moon Knight is from other Marvel TV shows, past, the present, and indeed Moon Knight is revolutionary. I'm not going to go into this, but it is. It has a very high rating by the critics and the viewers. It's a difference of, I think, 7 points on Rotten Tomatoes. So, yeah, it's a damn good show. I don't think it compares to Loki at all because it's a damn good show. So, fuck that noise. Do you guys want to discuss it?
But yeah, like I said, it's a great show. I said Oscar Isaac is great. I guess I don't want to spoil nothing. It's just it's a lot of like implications and not showing a lot for the first episode. So I think it's only going to ramp up. Because they don't want to
give up too much. They don't want to give up too much because there's stuff to be revealed.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Lots and lots of teasing.
Yeah, it's like my first girlfriend. So
I can't relate.
Can't relate. I don't know how to take that. Does that mean you never had a girlfriend?
Oh, that's what she said. But
I went past first.
So I can't relate either.
Let's go right past second base. You know.
Welcome to the show, Mondo Bizarro. Hope you're enjoying it. And because I don't recognize your name, so I don't think you've been in our chat. But welcome. Deleted Scenes is here because Archive 81 was a huge hit. Sarcasm. No, look, I'm going to tell you something. The guy, the showrunner for this show, did two things I really liked. And one of them was the Exorcist TV series, a show that should not have been canceled. And they are bringing it back. Just unbelievably good show. And I forget the other show he did, but I liked it. Crap, I can't recall.
Constantine? No.
It was... God, it was another show that was really good. But anyway, that's like comparing Zsa Zsa Gabor's slap to Will Smith's slap. Yeah, because I would much rather be slapped by Zsa Zsa, no question. Although, I got to tell you, that was a pussy slap that Will Smith
I have
down
slapped
there.
flies with my fly swatter.
I'm like, my toddlers, my 3 kids when they were toddlers, hit harder than he hit. So
yeah, that slap was just some sissy shit.
Exactly. And if I didn't say it, welcome, Gap. It's good to see you again. And again, shut up, man. Fucking jokes. I'm the funny one. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Sandy Joshua. Mexican Iron Man says, well, he's just being nice out there. Please feel free to sub to, he's showing off his own channel. There we go. Let's see. Even my thought was censored by Susan. What? What the fuck?
He must have dropped something in the chat and it didn't go
Sometimes
through.
Google will just zap.
Yeah, it didn't show up on our end, so I can't approve or what. So I'm sorry, buddy. I co-host Saturday. Yes, we know that. But tell the chat. All right, buddy. There you go. Fucking stealing our time. Thank you. It's almost as bad as Syl stealing our theme song. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't think I'd catch you.
I didn't realize it. But it went so well, Gary.
Oh,
did you steal it from me?
He's like, shit, goddamn, I like that song. Oh man, Gary's white. He won't watch my show.
That's what YouTube tells me.
Pat.
The
You don't have
demographics.
the pager, Gary. You're not the club.
Oh shit.
So Pat's joined the show, our producer. Yeah, that sucks. I don't know why it was censored. So yeah, so let's get on to this next article. Share the screen, and here we go. We got some more Moon Knight from Geekosity. Weird, Wonderful Moon Knight is set in the MCU, which I've already said, if you guys were here from the beginning, that I caught 2 Easter eggs. One was the that little square right next to the sarcophagus. If you put your phone over the image, it takes you to issue 32 of the Werewolf comic series, which was really fucking cool. You do need an HD screen for it, because if you try to do it without an HD screen, it won't fucking work. And I know some of you are like, oh, let me try on my SD copy. No, it won't work. And the other one was, of course, the place that he lands in one scene, I won't say what happens, was Latvia, the home of Dr. Doom. And no, we didn't see him in there. I looked for him. I went back I watched it 3 times. Couldn't see anything that even looked like it would be related to Dr. Doom.
Man, he was in the corner somewhere.
Yeah, hiding.
No, I'm just saying, that's the Easter egg.
And
Yeah, he was just standing there going like this.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
just
told, because I stopped reading Moon Knight in 1982 or 83. But I was told that the cupcake truck is also an Easter egg, but I don't know what for. I'll have to look it up. Let's see.
Loves cupcakes.
Gap. Yep. Hey, Pat. Pat S says, hell, yeah. And see. That's it. Okay. 4K all the way. I love it when people say that, but the fact is you can't see in 4K. The human eye can't perceive 4K.
Nope.
So let's see. Disney Plus Freaky Moon Knight definitely takes place in the MCU. Moon Knight producer Grant Curtis confirmed it in his new interview, which was over on comicbook.com. Beginning with Moon Knight's psychological struggles to the experimental stylizing of filming, it isn't readily obvious. Indeed, is this happening in the world where Hawkeye, the Winter Soldier, Captain America, or Ms. Marvel exists? I don't know why you throw Ms. Marvel in it. What the fuck is that about? This is Mikey Sutton.
Or Ms. Marvel exists.
Oh, hey, it heard me. What was that? That sounded good. Anyway, note that Moon Knight is streaming before Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. All the mystical forces in Moon Knight exist before the multiverse fully cracks open. Yep, that's good. I suspect, and I'm not going to say why, he is one of the characters in the first episode. We don't see him, but I suspect something happens a certain way, and I think it's him. The MCU has been treading towards darker tones of storytelling, and the few intelligent people at Disney decided to put an age restriction on Disney Plus. So they have started it with WandaVision as Elizabeth Olsen achieves her Scarlet Witch form. The series also shows the existence of the Darkhold. The MCU has also shown in What If, particularly in the Doctor Strange Supreme episode, where he explored dark magic in order to bring the love of his life back. Even in the movie Eternals, not worth mentioning, the end credit scene. Was there an end credit scene? I don't think I made it through.
Eternals?
Yeah, I know there was. I'm just.
Oh, okay. Taking the literal.
Showed the ebony blade, and the voice warning Dane Whitman belongs to none other than Blade. Fans know Dane Whitman will be the Black Knight. Upcoming projects that involve supernatural themes are Blade, and even our recent report about the Man-Thing Halloween special, which I'm really fucking looking forward to. The seeming disconnect that the Moon Knight series have is initially attributed to the location. While most of the Marvel series and movies have New York as the main setting, the new series takes place in London. No other Avenger, old or new, are aware of what Stephen Grant, Oscar Isaac, is going through. His journey for now is his own, which I like. I like that.
Me too.
Curtis, the producer, further said Moon Knight is Very much in the MCU, the observant viewer is going to hear and see other Easter eggs we drop that do explain that and confirm it. We looked at the very first comics he appeared in 1975, and we looked over the years of storytelling over the decades of Moon Knight stories and asked, what are the themes and tones that we're gravitating towards as storytellers? We never intentionally tried to make this a standalone. In the comics, Moon Knight has his own battles on top of being part of the Avengers. He is also part of the other groups such as West Coast Avengers and the Secret Avengers. And, the Marvel Knights. Was he in the Defenders?
No, I don't remember. I
don't remember any of these. I don't remember the Defenders, Heroes for Hire, and the Midnight Suns. I think that was when I stopped reading. Among these groups, the Midnight Suns have been gaining a lot of traction in the fan theories and discussions with the presence of Blade, the Punisher, Doctor Strange, and Moon Knight. One can't help but assume that group is just around the corner in the list of projects that the MCU has lined up. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Joy Lynn, that was a very good article. It was, of course, by Joy Lynn Francisco. So, good article. What do you guys take away from that?
Shit, man, I got a Defenders comic right here.
That looks older, though. Is that one that you're going to go over tonight?
No. It was just
okay.
a Defenders comic I had.
You're just teasing me. You're just teasing.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Black Knight would have been a part of that. It might have been during that iteration, because anything other than the Defenders that came out later were like the Secret Defenders, and he definitely wasn't a part of that. It was with Doctor Strange and a bunch of other people. So,
yeah, very good. Well, I'm curious where it is going to go. We do know that Kevin Feige has been trying to get away from some of the major characters because they have to pay very lucrative fees to use them, and he wants Marvel and Disney to turn a bigger profit. So, like with the rumors of the Guardians of the Galaxy special introducing new characters, I don't know about anybody else. I look at that and go, trying to get rid of the good characters. Yeah. You don't got to pay. Got it. Angel Cruz, welcome. What is that?
Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Oh, okay. It's
coming.
You wait, Angel Cruz. It's in just wait.
Sony, they're gonna need after this Morbius numbers come in. They're like, let's get Andrew Garfield. Let's get Toby back. Let's go.
DC Talk with Extended. What's up, Socks? And hi, DC Talks. And Moon Knight kind of reminds me of the 1990 TV cartoon Mummies Alive. I never watched that. What do you guys think? Did you guys watch it?
But it's a nice feel to this Moon Knight, though. It's a real nice feel to the show.
It's got horror elements in it that I like. I can't say. God damn it, Keith fucking watch the show.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
It's
comparing it to
good.
Loki does it no favors because Loki sucked. So
it had so many fucking problems.
Yeah,
structurally, thematically, writing. I just was not impressed by much of anything.
Okay, Loki was entertaining, I thought, but it's almost like they was making it up as they went.
Yeah, and wow, Owen Wilson. I was like, I was trying to figure out, is he going to really do something here? And it was a go nowhere character in a lot of ways. But let's bring this in here at stream. We got Ben Affleck's Batman Fate revealed in the Flash screening.
Oh, look at that. Written by Sil Abdul.
Who wrote this? Sil Abdul?
This guy. This guy's trying to do everything. Right.
Oh man, get out this show.
That was
the best article you about to read right here.
Oh man, we'll see. Let's see if I make fun of you.
Oh shit!
All right, right here. Bro.
Here we go. I'm reading your words. A test screening for the Flash
Get a
film.
Dictionary.
Why did you say film twice? Why didn't you just link the first one?
I blame the editor.
All right. Flash film already it's starting off bad. So
the editor totally screwed me right there.
Yeah, sure. A test screening of the Flash film revealed Ben Affleck's fate as the Batman. A few months ago, rumors exploded that Ben Affleck will perish in The Flash. None of it was accurate. I wonder who was that spread that rumor. Nevertheless, at one point, it was true. On March 26, 2021, Geekosity founder Mikey Sutton scooped that the Flash would erase the Snyderverse. But I thought Grace Randolph scooped that. What?
What she says.
Oh. I'm still waiting for her to block me after what I said to her. I called her a lemon drop face because she's always face always twisted. Therefore, Ben Affleck's Batman would die with it. However, by July 19th, 2021, Sutton updated his leak. The filmmakers changed the script. Ben Affleck lives. Moreover, The Flash wasn't going to erase the Snyderverse. Then the Flash producer, Barbara Muschietti, started to mention apparent adjustment to the movie. Alas, the memo didn't reach other media outlets. The rumor mill ran wild with speculation regarding Ben Affleck's Batman. They ran the old gossip as fresh news nearly a year later with no credit to the original source. Imagine that.
No,
Imagine that.
Huh.
People ignoring Mikey Sutton. What are the odds? And as you say, it happens.
It happens.
But now Warner Brothers presented a Flash screening. The following contains potential spoilers. Avoid if you must. Ben Affleck doesn't die in The Flash. In addition, the movie doesn't remove the Snyderverse from continuity. Scoops are confirmed. Despite this revelation, there remains much speculation still for Ben Affleck in the DCEU. By the idiots, yeah. On January 12th, Sutton has revealed plans. Oh, where did he reveal that? Oh, on his own magazine. What are the odds of that? Revealed plans of the Flashpoint timeline spinning out of the Flash. It's in the finished cut of the film. Another scoop confirmed. This new timeline seemed to narrow down Ben Affleck's DC future to a few possibilities. If one, Michael Keaton plays Thomas Wayne, this reminds comic readers of writer Jeff Johns. Oh, God, I hate saying his name. I'm going to get sick.
I had to. It was a reference. I was like, I got to say it.
I'm getting the dry. He's anyway. A writer of Jeff Johns' Flashpoint comic book. In this storyline, Thomas Wayne, not his son Bruce, would become Batman, a more brutal version. This initial possibility in the Flash would have regulated Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne as a version that did not become Batman. That's freaky. It's unknown if they ran with the idea or tossed it. Certainly, it leans towards the latter. Let's hope that's not the case. I want them to be their versions of Batman. That's it.
Right.
A second possibility was to have Michael Keaton's Batman essentially replace Ben Affleck's Dark Knight in the Flashpoint timeline, and I don't think that was a smart move at all. Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne would just no longer exist anymore in the new timeline. Nonetheless, he'll be alive in the Snyderverse, a parallel reality. After all, the Flash races into the multiverse. This seems to support the initial death of Ben Affleck's Batman. Granted, he doesn't die, rather he vanishes. So the misrepresentation makes sense. On my private members only stream, Sutton explained that look at you, you're so fancy. I bet you drink with your pinky out.
He's fans only screen.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, I see you too.
Yeah, it's like,
my boy.
Look, I don't want to say he's classy, but when he has sex, he's like a Mormon. He wears his thermals. Yeah.
I'm not going to touch that one.
No shit.
So Sutton explained that Ben Affleck is, just so you guys know, when we do these shows recorded wise, a lot of my jokes I cut out. I cut them out just so we can get on with the show. So yeah, it's live now, so fuck you guys. You got to hear the joke.
Oh shit.
So again, on my private members only stream, Still Abdul, Sutton explained that Ben Affleck is lost in time. This was really, is he going to go and meet Doc Brown? I don't know. That'd be interesting. This was released prior to the screening. You can see my summary here. Again, on YouTube. Oh, it's on your channel. Got it.
Yeah, I got to plug myself in there, you know. Come on.
Yeah. That's the thing I keep complaining about. You keep plugging yourself. Anyway, Sutton further reported on Sil Abdul's channel on Scoop Center. Yeah, he's so fancy he gave himself a fucking name. Anyway, get close to the camera. You'll impress me. Anyway, on Scoop Center that the Flash will end in a cliffhanger. Ben Affleck is placed in an undisclosed futuristic landscape and attempts to reach back in time to contact Barry Allen Ezra Miller.
What?
There's speculation about his being replaced after this latest incident. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes.
Yeah.
If he winds up in space on a ship with a girl named Michael, I'm gonna leave the theater. I'm just.
This film doesn't sound good, y'all.
Batman's like saying, "I don't like her. She emotes too much." Anyway, in addition, what?
Nah, it was what I was gonna say was, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt anybody.
No problem, buddy.
I was trying to say what it was. Rumor has it, what's been floating around today is basically when everybody thought that this Flash movie was supposed to be the thing that basically reboots the DC
Snyderverse.
The DC
or whatever.
Yeah.
What it's going to do with what Sil is talking about is basically when Batman disappears, he's going to be the center of a whole nother crisis event movie that's going to pull in everything under the umbrella. Everything that mattered, everything that didn't matter, everything is going to fall under the umbrella. So basically in the next 3 to 5 years, they're supposed to be setting it up that they're supposed to be. So basically the Flash is going to open up the door to another bigger crisis event that's going to pull everything together, basically unify, the whole cinematic universe with a bunch of other things attached to it. And that's what by the time the Flash finishes, it's going to open up the door to something bigger. And that's what he's alluding to.
Yeah, different worlds, setting up a future like major event. Now, in the meantime, Snyderverse is still there. When Zach comes back, we believe he is to do more, but it's a bigger. But it's just this feels messy in a Flash film. That's the thing. We're not getting a Flash film. I don't know what we're getting.
It sounds like Marvel and DC are fighting over the multiverse. Is what's going on. This is a big fight. So let me finish your well-written article. So,
Please do.
In addition, sources recently reached out to me and passed along. You say that?
Oh yeah, I told Mike. I said, Mike, I'm on Flex.
Sources.
I'm like, yes, sources reached out to me, Mike. He knows who they are.
All right. So recently reached out to me and passed along a potential storyline that inspires this time displacement. Grant Morrison's The Return of Bruce Wayne. This story follows the poignant conclusion of Final Crisis number 6, in the issue in which it would appear Batman died at the hands of Darkseid. Still, Morrison's series revealed that instead of an end to Bruce Wayne, this is rather a beginning. This began a new journey through time of Wayne as he passed through prehistoric times all the way to perceived end time. Wayne's goal was to find a way to contact his present-day Bat family by using whatever means he could conjure up. This raises more questions. Is this falling into the area of that throne you were talking about, Keith?
Sure.
Could be.
Okay. This raises more questions now. Is Batfleck in the nightmare future that Zack Snyder alluded to? Could this be a Dark Knight Returns future of sorts? I would love that.
This definitely sounds like more out of the book of Toby and Wally.
Yeah. Which translates to I do believe gay porn parody stuff. How is Ben Affleck's Batman even able to reach back through time and literally contact Alan?
That's the question.
Yeah, according to insiders, by me, it is a question. It's a question mark. I just saw it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm agreeing with me.
According to, imagine that you like your own writing. Well, what are the other? According to insiders, the same ones that got a hold of you. by means of New Gods technology. I'm telling you, that sounds like the throne.
Yeah, the Mobius chair.
Yeah, the Mobius chair.
Mobius
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mobius chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you think I was talking? Shut up, Keith. The more info we gather regarding Ben Affleck's future in the DCEU, the more questions arise. That's kind of an open-ended article.
Purposely.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good. I like that.
It got people talking.
I would say
right?
that your article is better than you are in person.
Well, next week it'll just be a picture of an article and not me. On
You. It'll be like, I'll just find an image of you and I'll just put it over my face.
Just read this. That's all I'll tell Gary.
Exactly. So there we go. Yeah, we'll just stop having you on the show and just have your articles.
Deal.
So, all right, what do we all feel about that? Not about his article, because we all it was okay. But what do we think about the story that it was telling?
It's good for what it is. I think had all of this tomfoolery with Walter Hamada not happened and they just stayed true to everything, I think we'd be getting a slightly different Flash movie. But overall, I mean, considering
Keith, right?
Probably. I think we would. I think we would, because that means Snyder would have never left. He and Charles Roven would have handled everything the same way they've handled it all up to this point, which is they have an idea of the story and ultimate endpoint, and then everyone else is allowed to fill in that gap that they've created, which is a really good way of doing things. And now that looks like Marvel is starting to have some problems with a lot of filmmakers who don't really want to work with them because they are a little too, what's the word I'm looking for, controlling. This is a unique opportunity right now for DC. Only they, as always, can screw this up at this point. I really don't even think they have to worry that much about Marvel. I know, controversial saying, but hey, I think this is theirs to lose at this point. So
I just want them to take something and run with it and commit to it and do it well. Just do that.
Commitment.
You're gonna
That's
do
it.
Commit to it. Go all in.
Right.
And produce a really good product. Just do it. But
So they're not going to do all that, Arwen. They're not doing that.
It's in their court. It's up to them to pooch it or not.
But we're going to get more Batman slowly walking up to the bad guys, knocking on doors.
Stop it!
You know who I am?
This is Batman. Can I talk to the Penguin? It's Batman. It's Halloween.
Theater.
Trick or treat.
That's art.
Trick or treat. Land shark. Land shark.
Faster than Batman. Come on.
We're gonna live in a place where all the bad guys stand there and just look at the Batman while he's walking up to.
Look, I'm not going to read Sock's comments out loud. You all can read it. I'm not going to say it out loud because it mentions a name that I won't talk about on our channel. Well, you did one time, and I jumped into that conversation with you through the chat.
Right.
And it's like I have very specific feelings about that person and don't want to talk about them. But if that were to happen, if they were put on an island, this would pretty much be what it would be like.
I picked Grace.
Exactly.
It's John Cena on the. Oh.
A little more hair pulling.
A little more hair pulling. So let's leave that and get more into. Well, hold on. Let me get caught up on these chats. In Flashpoint, Bruce didn't become Batman. That's right. That's what that was. That's what he said in the article. It was that. Dorknet, I swear to God.
I love that when we're it's like they're in text. But shout out to Dork Knight.
Shut up, Dork Knight.
Gary's
I love you, Danny. Because that's exactly what he said in the article. Anyway, you can read along with me. The screen was big enough. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Arwen's pressed for time. Arwen, okay.
Joss Wolfen, I swear to God, there are moments where if you were sitting in the room with me, I would hit you or something. I swear to God. Anyway, I love you, buddy. Yeah, deleted scenes had to go. Thanks for saying it, guys, because I didn't get caught up, so he's already gone by the time I read it. Ignore that. I wrote it a while ago, but had a phone call and forgot to delete it and hit enter instead of delete. And that's why you're my friend, because you're just fucked up, dude. It doesn't matter, Dark Knight says. Brett says, I just took, oh yeah, sarcasm. Flash to me seems like a scramble, not for the multiverse. Oh, okay. But to excuse the uncohesive nature of DC and just link what they want. Yeah, that's true. I don't, under Hamada and Emmerich, I don't doubt it at all. They're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And that was my response, by the way. I got to ask a serious question on Twitter. This is, why do you think Paramount can't get Star Trek right? I said, because they're populated by idiots.
They may get Toby Emmerich too, or Walter. No, they may get Hamada. Hamada may go to Paramount.
It's hopeless for Star Trek to ever come back if that happens.
Didn't one of the DC directors sign to go to Paramount also?
James Wan.
James Wan.
But I like James Wan. You know.
Yeah, I know, but
I know. If the current Flash stays out of trouble, considering he just got a restraining order for breaking into a couple of those. Yeah, I really don't know. We're gonna have to watch for that. I mean, I got to tell you, Walter Hamada, Toby Emmerich, and even Zack Snyder stuck by Amber Heard, man. And and it's like, even though she is being shown to be a fucking tool, you know, they're still not doing anything. So I just shrug my shoulders. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, as long as they're under contract, you know, Zach's going to use Ezra Miller or anyone. Arwen, do you have to leave right now, Arwen?
I know we were doing it live tonight, but I've got other streams that I've committed to. So
yeah, anyway. you're a crazy cat lady. You got to deal with your cats.
We'll do better next time, Arwen.
Love you, Arwen. See you later.
Take it easy. Peace.
Take care.
Thank God she's gone. Anyway, she's bringing it down so much. Anyway,
man,
I love Arwen. She's awesome.
I see why everybody hates Gary.
We talked about him at the last Black Guy meeting. So.
I have only gotten like maybe 2 hate mails, you know, since I started doing the show, and I'm like, I really thought I would get more because of the things I say, and things I post on Twitter. You know, they tried to cancel me that one day, and they gave up.
Facebook or
on Twitter. They tried canceling me. Did you say this? And I wrote back, yes, I did. Did you say this? Ask me a stupid question? Yes, you did. Thanks for playing.
Cancel him.
Fuck off. You know, because you can't cancel somebody who doesn't give a fuck. So
that's like Dave Chappelle, right? Like, you can't cancel him.
Osa Fresh.
Twitter's not real.
What's up, man? Glad to see you dropped in with us. DC has no choice but to let Snyder finish his pentology. Look, man, with Zaslav under the control of AT&T, you are so right. And that's just the way it is.
Yeah, it just needs to happen.
Hold on a second.
Still is always right.
Can you guys hear that? Somebody's running something in the other room. I think the vacuum.
I thought that was your spot.
I don't know. I hope you guys can't hear that. It's really fucking annoying. Anyway, let's see.
Spider Venom.
Yeah, that's a Himity. Come on,
that's
man.
some interesting abbreviation.
Anyway, welcome to the show, Himity Abdali, and welcome to me shitting on you in your very first fucking comment. It's Spider Venom, or you can even say Spidey Venom. Spid Venom just sounds like somebody has a mental problem. It's like, hi, my name is Big Vitamin, and I can count a potato.
Thanks for watching the show, by the way.
Well, good night, everybody.
Don't get ticker later. Anyway, so Himity, Spid Venom. I can't movie off.
I can't wait. New movie off. I mean, yeah, I just kind of agree. And yeah. Dope.
Yeah. Only if backlit by lanterns. Okay. Socks at
Makes everything
LOL
better.
because of me poking fun and saying the thing.
Oh, they
And
talking about,
yeah, because that is my answer, Socks. It would be a slap fest, a bitch slap fest. Andrew Garfield, someone I was tomorrow's going to be Venom, and I don't think this is their English is their first language. Okay. So Andrew, someone I was tomorrow's going to be on Venom. No, I don't think Andrew is going to be the one. We'll get into it in a minute.
It's a Geekosity
We'll get into
article,
it in a minute.
Yeah.
So bye, Arwen, and
Arwen,
go
love.
ahead, guys. Say bye to her. She's already gone. For God's sakes.
She's gonna hear it.
So
Damn it.
So we'll get through this one real quick, so we can move on to the MCU. We got Zack Snyder's Oscar win stuns Discovery executives. I knew this immediately because Keith sent it to me in Facebook like right after it happened. It's just like,
and I want to preface this real quick, Gary. I know you're going to read through this.
I'm not going to read this one.
Okay, this article was posted on Vero. That's the app of choice for Zack Snyder, and he liked it. He pushed the like button, said, "This is a cool article, very interesting." Mikey is onto something in this article. So, yeah, Zack Snyder himself gave it a little blessing.
So I'm not going to read through it. You're going to read through it. No, you
I'll
can't,
paraphrase
you can't scroll. Or you go to the
Zack
website.
Snyder won.
Zack Snyder may have won 2 awards at the Oscars last night, but it is his fans that were truly victorious. Moreover, they grabbed the attention of incoming Discovery executives. First of all, Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead won the Oscar Fan Favorite Award. The general public has never gotten over the Oscar snub of The Dark Knight. Yeah, so I'm not going to read the rest of this article. I see where it's going.
I mean, the gist of it, right, Gary, is that Zack did win. Does it matter to this new regime coming in?
Yeah, and it's a giant fuck you to Toby Emmerich.
Yeah,
and,
that too, right? According to Mikey, his sources are saying this really impressed the new regime coming in. They said, "Oh, like RIPs are winning fan Oscars."
Yeah,
interesting, right? So,
and Toby Emmerich just looked like this. There you go.
And the funny thing is that the Army of the Dead Oscar, the fan Oscar, it would have been Zack Snyder's Justice League, but they said, well, that's kind of a re-release of 2017, so it's not eligible. So they put Army of the Dead instead, and that won anyway. So,
and I got to tell you, I watched both those films, Army of the Dead, and the second one, what was it called? Whatever it's called.
Army of Thieves.
Yeah, Army of Thieves. I couldn't get through them. I couldn't get through them.
Really? I love that world, man.
Oh my God, I couldn't get through them. They were too long. Yes, Keith.
I got through both of them. I liked it.
I love that world that Zack has going there. That's
I don't know how we're friends.
I'm not even a zombie guy
I don't
at all. I'm not a zombie guy
because you love me so much, and you need black friends.
It's true.
That's probably what it is.
Oh my God! Anytime I go through a black neighborhood, it's the only way I get through.
That's confirmed.
Let's see. Hey, we're going to get off track here onto something else that I am very interested in myself, which is Godzilla vs. Kong sequel to focus on Kong's son. I enjoyed the film, but I didn't think it was as good as the previous
one
King
before.
of the Monsters.
Yeah.
This film,
King of Monsters, was awesome.
It was confusing in parts because they left too much on the cutting room floor. They edited the shit out of it.
Yep.
And it caused story structure problems. But I still enjoyed the action. Kong was great. Godzilla was fucking awesome. Great animation.
Mechzilla at the end.
And I predicted it, didn't I, Keith? I predicted that. They were saying it was.
He did.
That is fucking Mechagodzilla.
Yes, you did. You predicted that one.
So
I said, there's no way it's
24. Is there any like good comics like in this MonsterVerse? Because I never really saw anything that's like pertinent to the MonsterVerse 24 with comics.
Yeah, they do have they have all kind of like Godzilla comics and
like good stuff.
Kaiju comics. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been having that shit since like the 70s. So they have it's like the original Godzilla comics came out in Marvel,
Yeah,
And
I remember.
yeah,
reading
I mean, people love them shits, man. Like when I go diving for comics, well, I see Godzilla, man. People are gravitating to that shit today. Like,
yeah, because
you
if
still,
you
you
see
still
it on
got
if
you got a
you
lot of
catch,
fans that's willing to buy that shit up, man. So yeah,
that's right, if you
this
saw that on a spinner rack, man, it was the first thing you go for is Godzilla. Like, oh shit,
Mhm.
you know.
That's dope.
Now, by the time Godzilla and Kong parted ways, leaving each other alone, Monarch followed Kong into Hollow Earth, where he reigned supreme. Hollow Earth is home to many fantastical creatures and may also be a home to a different kaijus. This can be the next premise for the sequel. However, recent developments indicate that Son of Kong is getting into defined shape in production. Godzilla's participation in the sequel is apparently not clear. Well, I'm hoping that if they're going to bring Kong Jr. in, they're going to bring in Godzuki.
Nah, hold on. Now, my thing is, who's King Kong been fucking? That's my.
Well, there has to be another.
Tell me
Well,
what's good.
it said in the article that there are other kaiju, so there's apparently another.
Oh, so he just fucked another kaiju and
another
goes
gorilla.
Godzilla Jr.
And Godzilla, of course, I don't know how he's going to do it because he may be the carrier, because you don't know how a species works. Maybe the carrier of the egg.
Well, they
never
let
explained it in the original film.
Oh,
well, in King of Monsters, Godzilla may actually be hundreds of thousands of years old, if not millions. So, I mean, he almost doesn't even have to have a son or another, creature. He could just still be it. Being as old as he is, he holds up. I mean,
so basically, y'all ready for Godzuki, like it was like the little Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, I love that. But hey, we have company, guys. We have company.
This
are you ready?
Venom. I gotta catch on to this.
Mikey Sutton, folks.
You won me over with Godzuki, man. I really got my attention right there. You Godzuki,
I'm a big Godzilla fan.
He's not getting this shit. He said Godzuki.
I even have the Godzilla where Godzilla flies. I have that Godzilla.
I was a huge Godzilla fan growing up. Creature features on UHF, Sacramento. Dude, I grew up on that shit, man. I love the camera. Oh my god,
Yeah, so,
love it.
So, Mikey, let's move you into this position here. I'm going to make you numero uno.
Hey, I love being on top,
There you go. Oh, then you can answer the question that I answered last night, and then asked Culture Casino and got cut off by Florence. If you were going to die during sex, do you prefer to die on top of your wife or on the bottom?
Man, dude, I'm always on top. All right, just saying.
Now,
when it comes to scoops, everything in life, I'm always on top.
Now, here's the next question, because I was asked, now, are you doing that because you want to die having sex? And I went, no, I want to traumatize my wife one last time before I
go. My sociology instructor once told me that if he's gonna die, it's gonna die during sex. And I said, why? Because I'll be coming and going at the same time.
Oh my god!
So, there you go. There you go.
But
for adults only. For adults only. Immature adults only. This broadcast. So.
There you go. Yeah.
Let's see. Das Wolfen says, "I am burnt out of the whole zombie genre. I have too been for a while. The world that Snyder is building. I'm not interested in it either.
He likes. I mean, it's new energy there. So yeah.
King of Monsters was the best one in the trilogy. I concur completely.
Yeah, it's funny because the irony of it all is that I don't want to say anything zombies. I'm just like I have this thing about death. Being so close to death, and I want. Yep, the second issue of my comic book has 3 zombies in it. So what the hell, right? I mean, what can I do? Like, oh fuck it, yeah, put zombies in there.
Well, you, Das Wolfen, you may actually have spoken to me about it too, because I know that's how I felt from the very get-go that it was going to be Mecha Godzilla in the movie. So yeah, I am. There's a new film out, short film by Toho, that has Godzilla 2000. Costume fighting Ghidorah, or not Ghidorah, the smog monster.
Ghidra.
No, the smog
The
monster.
smog monster.
Oh, okay, cool. Right on.
And they removed it from YouTube. It was free.
What?
So I
Oh,
can't
man.
find it anywhere because I didn't find out about it until this month. And I'm like, oh my God, I would kill to see that. And they removed it. So all I've gotten to
There's
see
a bootleg
is
there
reviews.
somewhere, that man. It's, somewhere.
I'm looking
It's
for a
gotta be
bootleg of it
somewhere.
because it's a short film and I want to watch it. But let's see. Megalodon wouldn't have that. Megalodon wouldn't have that much of a fan pull. Grammar, motherfucker. Read a book. Personally, I wanted King Caesar and Jet Jaguar, to make an appearance. I enjoyed the Godzilla latest animated series. It's a little odd, but it was an interesting story, and I love Jet Jaguar in it. It was really good.
Are you looking forward to the series on Apple Plus that's coming?
Monarch? Yeah.
What's
I'm looking
this?
forward to that. It's called
Yeah, it's,
Monarch. It's on
it's
Apple
Godzilla. It's like a kaiju series that's coming.
Oh,
from.
wait,
It's about the
we
secret
talked about that
organization.
previously. Right, yeah.
Yeah. It's about the organization that was tracking the monsters, and it's going to see through their vision, for this
Monarch.
series on Apple TV.
Mothra
Monarch.
was pink or smiley? What the fuck does that even mean? You and your Australian fucking weird shit, Brad. I'm gonna throw
I
some
gotta
words
Google
at you.
Translate for
You're
that.
fucking
one.
just
Like,
making
what the-
shit up now. That's not even real.
You're putting words together at this point.
Please like and share and subscribe. Thank you, Pat. See, Socks.
Hi,
is funny
Socks.
shit, funny.
He's great.
Oh yes, Socks is great. I love Socks. Here in Missouri on KCTV Channel 5, we had periodic Monster Week during that year. I used to rush home from school to watch it. This was in the 70s before home video was. Look, man, the 70s going into the 80s was the end of horror sci-fi TV. It really was. The horror host.
Oh God, yeah.
Keith and I interviewed Dick Dizell, who is Count Gordyval, my fucking horror film host as a child. And he's such a nice guy, and he still does it. He has a channel on YouTube, Count Gordyval, and he still every Saturday does a show. And I fucking love that guy. God, he's
put in the chat.
So let's see. Richard Pryor did a whole bit on dying from recycling.
You stole his joke. Okay.
Hedora. Is that his name? The smog monster? Hedora?
Yeah.
Would Richard Pryor and Red Fox would they be able to pull off the skits today they did back in the 70s? Oh my God!
You look at the trouble. Look how much trouble Chappelle has.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They wouldn't watch the day these days.
I mean, one of my favorite Red Fox jokes that I listed on one of his albums was, I used to sit on subway trains and just point and laugh at ugly people. I did that until I turned around one day and this lady was pointing and laughing at me. Fucking Red Fox, man.
I remember renting the Red Fox concert, which I grew up on Sanford and Son, right? So I had no idea how nasty this man was, right? So
Red Fox was blue.
Oh my God, he was nastier than Eddie Murphy, who was pretty nasty.
The guy that used to, I can't think of his name right now. Older comedian. Paul Mooney, man. He was on campus telling a joke, and I got to hear this on an album of his. And he says, all you white kids want to know why us black guys don't carry guns or carry knives. He says, all you white kids want to know why we carry knives. It's because white people won't let us have guns. And I remember I was like 8 years old listening and going, what the fuck did I just listen to? Holy shit. And
you know what? Paul Mooney was fantastic. He and Buddy Hackett were some of the bluest.
Buddy Hackett. Oh my God.
Buddy Hackett was so blue, they might as well have named a color after him.
He was so fucking blue. And it blew my mind. Because I always loved him as a kid. Because he was such a nice guy. Him and Jonathan Winters were the two funniest guys in my life.
Man, the funniest guys, man. Oh my God.
And fuck, man, I watched one of his specials, and he starts talking about a guy's dick being all twisted. I'm like, this is Buddy Hackett. What is going on? Anyway, He was fucking blue. They were all blue.
I remember as a kid, I had a pretty hip teacher. She was hot too. In the 7th grade.
Were you hot for teacher?
Oh no, definitely I was. I have her picture today. She's smoking. She looks like Melissa Benoist actually. But anyway, so she would one on those rare rainy days in Arizona, and so one day it was really raining outside, and she let us like stay in the classroom. Like our recess was in the classroom, right? And so she goes, "Let's play some records." Like, okay, so she put out her vinyl player, right? She played us Cheech and Chong, right? And the first thing that happened when we opened up the vinyl is that a joint came out. A joint fell out of the vinyl. So she played us a Cheech and Chong record. It was nasty. I couldn't believe she was letting us hear this. And, kids today, they'll never experience that. Never.
No, it's like when I was in detention, because I got in trouble a lot in school. And,
I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked.
I got kicked out of a lot of classes. 9th grade, first day of fucking 9th grade, social studies class. Mrs. Jackson is our teacher. And we got our books. She handed out our books. And I'm like, yeah. And so I flipped it over and was pretending to be reading. And I raised my hand. And she goes, yes. And I said, it's Gary. She goes, Gary, yes. I said, how do you pronounce the capital of Florida? Is that Miami, or Miami? And she says, it's Miami. I said, no, it's Tallahassee. And you're teaching geography?
Oh, God.
True story. True fucking story. Get out of my classroom.
I got in trouble for bringing Fangoria in the classroom and heavy metal.
I did that, but I never got in trouble. I would always do it like in the back of the class when we were free time. But this is what happened when I was in detention. George Carlin, somebody brought Toledo window box to school, and we got to listen to it in detention. And the teacher was in there with us, listening to it. And I'm like, this was an amazing experience.
Well, I'll never forget hearing Cheech and Chong in the classroom. It's the one. There's a skit. There's a game show skit in there. And there's a commercial. They created a commercial, and he goes, "Hi, do you have a big dick?" I just remember the shock on my. I can't believe our teacher's letting us hear this, and she was just laughing her ass off. Those are good times. But teachers today would get in trouble for that. They wouldn't last a day. Some of the shit that we did back then.
Yeah, I remember back in middle school, I got in trouble because I yelled out, and this later I yelled out dildo in the middle of class during a test, and the teacher said, like, who said that? I stood up and I said, I don't know, but maybe the dildo did. Kicked out of class for that one. Got kicked out of class because I was sitting down reading. We were allowed quiet time, and I went, two big dicks. And everybody got quiet, and the teacher looked at me and went, oh, I'm sorry, it's an article about Dick Nixon and Dick Burton. Two big dicks. And I went back to my reading.
It's like a pattern here, Gary.
I
was
just always getting in trouble.
Well, I remember in 8th grade, we were supposed to create our own commercials, right? And, I was a very creative person even back then. So, and I love to offend people. It's one of the things I just love to do. And so I created a commercial called The Gory Adventures of Killer Ken, because it's a Ken doll. So what if Ken doll was a serial killer rapist? And so...
Wow.
What the fuck is wrong with this?
Point of order.
I don't know, man.
How is he able to do anything? I mean, he's got... Well, okay. Anyway.
I was sitting there, advertising this serial killer rapist Ken doll, and my teacher was in hysterics, and I'm like, looking back on it, dude, I would have been suspended for that now. It was back in '83.
Oh my god!
You would have called the cops, like, what the hell, man?
Killer Ken. Fuck,
Killer
man.
Ken, boy.
Hey,
teacher
I feel
so
so tame by doing stuff like Continuing Adventures of Mr. Bill.
Oh God, Mr. Bill.
I would tell stories. I would do little cartoons on notebook paper of Mr. Bill and Mr. Hand, and Mr. Sluggo. It was just, oh my God, killer kid.
Oh man, you just
You
reminded
got
me
me.
of something. My teacher had this book about movies, right? And I'm sure you've seen A Clockwork Orange. There's that full frontal nude scene. I think there's several of them in the film, but the one in particular in the beginning, that one of her movie books had a picture of that scene in there. That was passed around a lot in the classroom. I tell you that.
Oh my! I'm gonna have to tell you about shit in the army, but I'm not gonna do it live on the show. But I'll even show you the photo that proves what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's get into this scoop by Edwin Francisco. Now, Edwin's come a long way. His wife is a better writer than him.
She's really good, man. She really is.
She is a really good writer. Yeah. I'm not too sure about that Sil Abdul guy. He needs an editor. He really needs.
Still here, Gary.
Still here. Sorry, man. I was only Johnson, man.
Oh shit!
I'm watching you, man. I'm watching you.
So Edwin's come a long way since he started. Because I poked a lot of fun at his writing because he would get too much into explaining shit to people. It's like, no, just fucking write the article. Stop explaining what's in the article. You know. So Andrew Garfield to fight Venom in Amazing Spider-Man 3. So here's the question that somebody asked.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield could return, and this is according to Sony Pictures, to fight Venom, Tom Hardy in the Amazing Spider-Man 3. So there you go. That's pretty much confirmation we're getting Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, you're getting it. Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew Garfield had the most abrupt end among the 3 Spider-Man. And that's because he didn't show up to that fucking event. And that one asshole at Sony didn't like it. So they fired him. You know, and it's like, can you imagine? He might have been sick or might have been fucking his girlfriend. I don't know. There are tons of things more important than going to that event.
It could be a werewolf. You never know.
Or it could be a werewolf killing people. You know, it is Hawaii. You know, they got a lot of pigs there and fucking pineapples. So anyway, Andrew Garfield had the most abrupt end among the 3 Spider-Men.
The hell?
To Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker, Gwen Stacy's death has an intense impact for him. We never really see how he copes with that event. We do see him in Tom Holland's Spider-Man No Way Home, but based on what we hear from his character, he's just going through with it. It doesn't really have his version of MJ, and that's depressing. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy fell from a tower because of the actions of Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man tried to save her, but he was split second too late. No, what it was he should have grabbed her and not fucking stuck web on her.
Well, like he did Zendaya. He should have shot the web up and go down and grab her.
Gone down, exactly. So she fell from the tower, you know, and was killed. But
which is kind of accurate too, because it was Spider-Man that killed her in the comic book.
Yeah. Well, the overkill moment was having her hit her head.
Yeah, that
sound was just so overdone. It shouldn't have been done that way. It should
have
just
done
alluded to a broken neck like it was in the comic.
They were going to kill her. If they were going to do the death of Gwen Stacy, do it with the 3rd film, not the 2nd movie. And their chemistry was still rolling at the time, you know.
Ah, man, they rushed so much in that film, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, and I like that this time Holland tries to save MJ. However, Defoe's Green Goblin stops him. This mirrors the events of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. At this moment, Andrew Garfield's Spidey took the chance to save this universe's MJ. So
perfect. Such a perfect moment there, man.
It was.
Oh, man. That was awesome.
The only thing I'm not looking forward to is the return of Kirsten Dunst. I've never been a fan of her MJ. So, but Emma Stone was great. Actually, you know who should have been MJ in that Spider-Man, in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, is the one that plays Gwen Stacy.
Yes.
Right, she's actually a natural ginger.
She would have been perfect, right?
And she's gorgeous.
I love Bryce Dallas Howard. Oh, man.
Great director, too, by the way.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
I'm a fan of her
work
all the way around.
On Star Wars is fantastic. So now Sony has heard that people do still want to see Andrew Garfield. They should have known that already by fan reactions. Jesus.
It's
and
Sony,
people,
dude. It's Sony.
Fucking, you know, all they're telling us is, we were idiots until you made it obvious for us. You know. here we are for the main event. I know you like the way I insult the studios, Mikey. Our trusted insiders have been telling us that Venom is going to appear in The Amazing Spider-Man 3. Brilliant fucking idea. This is big. Remember that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man wasn't able to fight any aliens, which and I love that. There is foreshadowing when he said that.
Foreshadowing. That's a Feige thing. That's not a Sony thing. That's Feige.
And it's his Spider-Man that's on the poster in Morbius, too. As I recall, isn't that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man?
Was that? I can't remember if it was Toby or Andrew.
I thought that was supposed to be the
It's not the game version. It is one of the film versions, and I thought it was Andrew Garfield's. But it very well could have been.
But it's been edited. It's been edited out of the movie, though.
Really?
You didn't know? Oh, it's been edited out.
God, they do something smart, and then they do something stupid. It's amazing.
Well, it's a bait and switch. We want you to see Morbius, but it's not in there.
Sony is planning to make a film where Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man will fight Hardy's Venom. For now, this is in the very early stages of planning. In other words, a lot of the details are still up in the air. That means they're going to wait to see as they put their toes in the water to test the water. So I get it. I think this is a great idea. I look forward to seeing it, and I like the fact that Michael.
Here's the deal. Gary. They he wants Feige to produce this thing. This is why it's still early development because. Could you help us with this, Kevin, please? Could you know?
People don't know how much involvement he has had so far. They think that he's not. They have consulted him on everything, including Venom.
Yeah,
and rightly so because despite shitting the bed in Phase 4, Feige still knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I tell you what, I when I was watching Moon Knight for the second time. Every time I hear of a studio making a bad decision, I hear the voice of Khonshu in my head now, right? Like,
right. F. Murray Abraham.
The idiots in control again. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think I'm like Kamada. The idiots in control again. Think of F. Murray Abraham, right?
Zacharat is here. How you doing, Zacharat? Good to see you, man.
You moron, that Riddler costume is a joke. You know what I mean?
Well, when I was listening to that, I kept thinking that was Syrian Hines or Liam Neeson because the voice was so grumbly.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, is that Liam? Is that because Liam and Syrian sound a lot alike?
They do.
Because they're from the same area of Ireland. And so, I caught that. And then it's like at the end, F. Murray Abraham, like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Amadeus, right?
That was great. I love F. Murray Abraham.
He's awesome.
I used to buy audiobooks for when I was traveling a lot, and I wasn't able to read because I was driving. So I would get these books, and I got the entire Anne Rice series in audiobooks. And the Interview with a Vampire was F. Murray Abraham.
Oh, wow.
And he did every fucking accent.
That's
he didn't just
incredible.
read it. He played each character with almost a different voice and with a different accent.
Brilliant.
It was brilliant.
What an
If you've
inspired
never heard
choice.
it, get that copy of that
I know, I'm curious.
audiobook.
It's like when I watched it a second time, I couldn't stop laughing. I keep thinking of Hamada and Sony, like, you moron, the idiot's in control again,
Yeah, exactly. You never know when you're going to have, something like that pop up.
Are you Toby?
Oh, wow.
And
Look at that. I mean, Emmerich looks like he just lost like all the money in his bank account or something, right?
yeah, I know that. And that was from like a year or two ago. Geek caught that.
He came to
You know why?
hook
You
up.
can't see it too well.
It's
You
all
can't
Sony.
see it too well, but if you look at that photo, is in prison right now.
That's basically a guy saying he didn't make $1 billion.
Yeah. So here we go. We've got Disney Plus. Obi-Wan Kenobi will show a different side to Darth Vader. Will it be his left side or his right side? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm not going to read the article, but thank you, Edwin, for writing it.
Yeah,
I already know this story, and
he'll show the other cheek.
the whole thing is this. Look, everybody knows that Darth Vader didn't become the Darth Vader that we knew in A New Hope for probably about a good decade. And that's all they're doing. Don't make it into anything more than it really is. People are trying to say they're changing Darth. No, Darth Vader had to go through a growing period of becoming more Sithy. Well,
basically, it's a Batman with a Darth Vader instead.
Because he's still in love with Padme, and he's dealing with all that shit. And that takes a while. That's a lot of anger, a lot of hate. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. I'm terrified of the wokeness that Kathleen Kennedy and the Star Wars group is going to bring into it. And because the intentional destruction of Boba Fett by the Star Wars writer group and Kathleen Kennedy, it was just such a big fuck you to Jon Favreau. Not so much to the other guy. What's his name? I forget his name. Filoni. But definitely a fuck you to legacy fans. It's like, here's your Boba Fett. We just fucked him. You enjoy that? Yeah, watch it. Doing it real slow.
Well, Kathleen's going to be there for a little bit longer, but
Well, everybody's afraid of the vacuum that's going to happen when she's gone. And I get it. I get it. When you've got somebody like that creates so much tension behind the scenes and with the fandom, when you let go of her, nobody wants that fucking job until they know that smell is off the seat. You know what I'm saying, Mike?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to sit in that chair until that smell is gone. They want that fresh car scent,
Well, there are some people out there who might be desperate, though. I mean, Hamada might say, hey, I've always liked Star Wars.
Uh-oh.
You never know.
Well, guys, I have some good news and really bad news.
Y'all can have them, Star Wars.
And the last story we'll cover, again, is Star Wars. I try to bunch everything together, Mike, on the show. So this group is Star Wars. Star Wars bounty hunter Cad Bane to return in flashbacks. Yeah. This, of course, is by the married couple of Edwin and Joy Lynn Francisco. I am not going to fucking pronounce that name, Mikey.
I can't pronounce it either. So
I can't. Why? Tell her to stop putting it on articles just for me. I can't pronounce it.
No, to keep putting it on articles just for Gary. Keep
Sil, you son of a bitch.
It adds to the word count, Gary. So there you go.
There you go. So I am curious because I felt it was shitty the way he went out on a bad show. Terrible ending, terrible writing. The only thing good about that show was the two Mandalorian episodes that were pulled from the Mandalorian, inserted in to the show. It's the only good thing, but I did enjoy seeing Cad Bane.
He was great, and they've been planning this all along to have him.
Well, I think he's a better live action character than he was in the CG.
Yeah,
CG.
He's cool. He looks awesome. That's visually speaking.
I liked the scene between him and the sheriff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, I love that actor, Timothy Oliphant. Yeah, justified one of the greatest shows of all time. It was perfect.
And even though we'll probably not see any more Boba Fett, I just don't think it's even humanly possible how bad it was. I do believe that those characters should be coming back for Mandalorian because I enjoy the Mandalorian. It's a bit fourth grade level writing, but it's still very enjoyable. It's written like Filoni's normal stuff, but I'm hoping that it's going to get better. Each season I felt has gotten better with the writing. So we'll see
really quick, I have an emergency flare in a chat. No, Hamada is not staying at DC. Okay, so no, he's not. TJ, no, he's not staying.
We've been covering this for over a year.
And my joke was, what if Hamada goes to Lucasfilm after he's fired?
Right.
I'll never hear the end of that one. I mean, I get bourbon from the other side that time.
Hey, they can have it, man.
So you wanted to talk about DC though, Mike?
Well, hell yes, what I'm here for. I'm just here to talk about DC, and Silla's here, so hey, sure.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go, buddy.
See, Scylla and I were supposed to have taken the L a couple of weeks ago for some reason. I don't know why. But what happened to the L, Phil? What happened? I don't know.
It's not sticking, Mikey.
It's not sticking, man.
I tried to take the L, and I was like, it said no, so I gave it back.
Like,
what the fuck are you talking about?
The Khonshu stepped in. No, don't take the L, you idiot.
Oh, okay. God,
I was talking about a joint, Gary? What are you talking
No, I was thinking about the L in Chicago.
I keep thinking of the motel song "Take the L," so that's what I think of.
Yeah, the L train, the elevated train in Chicago. I've ridden it thousands of times.
Gary said, "What train are you taking, Mikey?" Oh man.
Okay.
Well,
yeah. Sock says Hamada at Disney. No.
Oh my god, no, hell no. That would trigger me, okay?
Brett Cohen down in Australia says,
I don't
"Great,
wish that.
Mikey. Just jinxed us. Please now."
I don't want to wish it on
Sock.
Star Wars fandom. Shout out to Australia.
I'm curious. When you watch Star Wars in Australia, is it backwards? I crack this joke continuously about anything. I asked them earlier if they poop backwards.
I tried that once. Doesn't work. But anyway, story
I've got
time.
hemorrhoids.
Dude. Yeah, hemorrhoids. Yeah. People ask me why I was gone from YouTube for 2 weeks. I had the worst hemorrhoids. Seriously.
I got to tell you, man, I didn't have them until I started doing this shit. Sit too fucking long, man. But anyway, we normally do at this point. We do our State of the Union of Comics with our buddy 24/7 Fusion. Are you planning something this week for us, buddy?
Yeah, I got some books.
Let me pull up the graphic
here.
Let me pull up the graphic. And now for the State of the Union of Comics, our hero and yours, 24/7 for Fusion Media.
Like the best part of the show.
Shut up, Sil.
My man. Well, I had a comic book. Well, actually, it's a 5-part miniseries, but it was something that I thought people would find interesting that maybe a lot of people haven't heard about. Now, back in 2001, there was a series called Dead Again, and it was about Dead Man. And what happened was, guess what the story's telling you is behind the scenes, at all the greatest tragedies in DC Comics at that time, Dead Man was there for each one of them. And he tried to help or try to turn things around, and the things still end up happening. For example, he was there when the Flash died.
I remember that character. He was a cool character.
Yeah.
So basically, when you read this comic book, and if you have that Crisis on Infinite Earths, I think it's issue 8, where the Flash died. If you sit there and you look at it side by side and you see what was happening in the original Crisis on the Infinite Earths comic book, and then you read this, you would see how when things were happening, it's trying to tell you that
it's a sidequel. It's a sidequel comic, yeah.
Right. It was like Dead Man was the reason why some of the things happened when Barry Allen died. And at the end, his soul ended up getting snatched away. And in issue number 2, Dead Man was there when Jason Todd was killed by the Joker. And he tried to do everything he could to prevent it, but it still happened. But at the end, his soul was stolen. Then by issue 3, Dead Man was there when Superman died. And the same thing happened with Superman.
This is cool. Yeah.
And then issue 4 was when Coast City was destroyed, which ended up turning Hal Jordan rogue into Parallax, and his soul was stolen at the end of this. And by the end, in issue number 5, it's when Parallax ended up sacrificing himself with the Sun Eater, and that was his one moment where he redeemed himself, and he ended up turning into the Spectre. And at that point, as a Spectre, he was able to tell Deadman, "Yo, there's something, behind the scenes that's taking all of our souls. We need you to go in there and figure it out." And at the end, come to find out it was Neron. So, and he ended up putting
dope ass cover. First off, that cover is dope.
Right.
I love it.
So, it's a good story, behind the scenes story of when all these tragedies were happening. Deadman was there trying to prevent it, and what happened was Neron was collecting the souls because he was planning to try to dominate the world again, as he did, when in his first appearance. I think it was called Unleashed or something like that. And he was trying to get back into power by taking these powerful souls. And Deadman was the one that prevented it from happening and basically saved the day. But it's a very cool, interesting story, and it's called Dead Again. Probably
I'm a big fan of
Deadman. Yeah, Deadman's cool.
I love Deadman. I'm a huge fan of Boston Brand, and I'm really afraid. I'm really afraid what J.J. Abrams will do to him. I'm just really afraid.
I think we're all terrified of what J.J. Abrams.
Or should I say him or her?
Right.
Now that last one has Spectre on it, which is one of my other favorite characters.
Right.
And when Constantine was on NBC, and they brought the character of Jim Corrigan on.
Yep.
I was so excited we were going to finally get a live action Spectre, and then NBC canceled the show.
Well, you are Gary. What is J.J. Abrams and
oh yeah, just dark. You might get some.
Might be a female.
I would rather swim in a swimming pool full of double-edged razor blades. Anything by J.J. Abrams.
Don't you want to see Jane Corrigan?
No.
Oh, and then what's so bad about it? The Spectre's supposed to be the vengeance of God. Just imagine if it's like a raging chick, just.
Yeah. Ooh. But again, Deadman, what you were showing there, great character, man. I really like
I tell you, speaking of comic books and Deadman, one of my favorite Deadman stories was in that Christmas special. It was back in 89. It was a one-shot Christmas special. So there's a Deadman story in there where he runs into this woman who is actually Kara Zor-El. And this is when Kara was still dead. It was 2 years after Crisis. Alan Brennert wrote the story. He's like, everything Alan Brennert wrote is great. Just classic. And Spectre, I love how Alan Moore wrote him in Swamp Thing as well. I love Spectre. Those two characters. If I'm going to write a DC character, it'll be Deadman or Spectre. One of the two.
There you go.
And they need a revival anyway.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them come back. What was I going to talk about? I remember. I kind of ran into something, and I shared it with you in our private chat, Mikey. Where is it? Gosh golly, it's this one. Here it is. Screen Geek posted this. Let me share real quick. God, I was so annoyed with this. I'm like, that is so not going to fucking happen.
I got something to say. I definitely want Mikey to talk first about this.
That's why I came on today, Gary. Exactly, it was because of this. That's exactly why I said, "Hey, you're gonna be around," because this is such bullshit. And I don't know where this originally came from. Well, let's just break this down, Gary. Let's break it down.
I'll click on the link.
Mikey, let's give it a Screen Geek because their claim is they're exclusive. So I'm saying, hey, you want to call it your exclusive, so it's on you.
Yeah. First of all, can we start with You're gonna have Zod kill a baby. Is that really gonna be? They're really putting it in the Flash. You're gonna have a DC villain. I mean, I don't care if it's a little Kal. It's a baby. You're gonna have a DC villain killing a baby. Like, okay, all right. You're really gonna put that in the film. I mean, I know DC and Warner has done some stupid shit. I can't see that. I can't see that happening. And I've talked to some insiders about it. They told me this. Cavill exists in a pocket universe. So what does this have to do with anything? Like how does
this have anything to do with him? Right.
Exactly. He's alive still in the pocket universe. Who cares about the Flashpoint timeline? It's irrelevant because.
Right.
So how is that replacing Cavill? It doesn't replace him.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a full length article on this. I'll be on Scoop Center with Phil on Saturday. We're gonna dive into it. But you know what? You know what, Gary? Being a scooper, one of the most tiring things about being a scooper is having to repeat yourself over and over again because some other stupid scoop will come out and you have to remind people like, did I just tell you that Cavill's not gonna get replaced? Well, yeah, but Screen Geek is saying that in a different timeline. So how is it relevant? Right?
Here you go, Mikey. Here you go. This is what I said right there. I was telling.
Oh, look at that!
I was telling Geekosity. I said exactly, dude, bros, or exactly, dude, bros. How unprofessionally jealous can you be, Grace? Mikey Sutton scooped this shit over. I was wrong. I was off by months. But it doesn't matter. It's still before her.
No, on the video, Gary, just to be clear, it was a year ago when I said
a year ago. So
yeah.
Then I said, so try again there, Sour Drops face.
Did she block you, by the way?
No, she's still not blocked me.
She's been on the blocking spree.
Fucking funny.
She's been on the blocking spree of like most people that defended Mikey. It's kind of crazy right now with Grace.
Yeah, all I can say is win with graciousness and lose with grace.
I will say real quick with that Screen Geek article.
This one,
I will say the whole baby Kal-El thing. I guess what's the best way to say it? It's not confirmed that's what's going to happen as far as how they're going to get rid of Kal-El. Right, as far as in that new Flashpoint timeline, it's not confirmed how it's going to happen, but it may be more like implied than shown. I'll just say that, like, Cavill won't be in his new Flashpoint timeline, which Mikey was saying. Anyway.
Yeah, I've been saying it for over.
Yeah. But they may imply like, oh yeah, he died like up there as a child. But
well, we're explaining on the show too that the reason Cavill wouldn't appear in that show, that's twofold. There's two reasons. One, that would go against his contract. So no, he's not going to be on Peacemaker. Two, he actually respects Superman as a character.
Yeah.
So he's not going to fucking do it. He cares about the character.
And three, this Flashman was some bullshit.
That's
a big one, Phil. That's a big one.
Now, what I want is from you guys to dare me and offer money for me to call Jason Momoa a fish fucker if I ever meet him.
I met the guy. That guy
is fish fucker.
Momoa is the biggest dude I have ever met. Seriously, like,
he's a dude.
And I'm tall. This dude is a freaking giant.
And when he came to Kansas City, the guy that was with him, who I saw from a distance, I thought was Jason. Turns out that was his bodyguard. That dude was bigger than Jason.
Just a little. I'm just trying to throw this out there. To any YouTubers out there, let me give you a little piece of advice. If you want to make a ton of money on an article, all you do is say is Henry Cavill is getting replaced by fill in the blank. Okay.
Yep.
And there's a reason for this article, guys, and it's not the truth. Okay. Negative articles about DC, negative news about DC is a cash cow because it makes people so angry and they'll share it and whatever.
I'm just gonna say it right. Screen Geek That's not. Everyone knew Sasha Kaye was going to be Supergirl of this
Yeah.
new timeline. That's really not an exclusive at all either.
No, it's not.
I'm just gonna
It's
say
just the angle they're
I'll take it to my
taking.
channel.
It is.
Yeah, I won't
Hey,
the
I want to
angle.
shout out to Tim Talks in the chat. You're late to the show, but fuck it. We're glad you're here.
Oh, hello to the Dark Knight who said hi to me earlier in chat. Hello, Dark Knight.
Dark Knight? Yeah, that's my buddy.
Yeah, I
Dan.
remember everything. But just a few months ago, still, remember, like a year ago or two, still, they were saying that J.J. Abrams' Superman is going to replace Cavill. Now it's Supergirl. Like, well, who is it then? You know?
But a different universe, which is a very key element of this.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying
it's
I
confirmed.
got a shot at her, Brad? Is that what you're saying?
You're like, oh, if you're into those Rhoda Barrett types, Gary, I don't know, man. But anyway.
I'm saying Grace has been like on a blocking spree. I was like, man, people sending me screenshots. Like, I just told Grace that Mikey said it
let
first.
me explain
like,
to you. This is how Grace came into existence. She is the unwanted, unloved love child of Barbara Walters and Rona Barrett.
I can't unsee it. I can't unhear it either.
Yeah, I totally see that now.
Oh, man. You know,
And what the fuck is up with the Hura?
can we talk about J.J.? Oh, God, what are you doing?
It's like I just wrote. They're not even trying, dude. They're not even
I'm
trying.
not a big fan of Star Trek. Thank God
I
I'm
haven't
not.
been watching.
I just want to
it.
say. But where the hell is J.J. Abrams going?
The raccoon lady is still stealing Mikey's scoops.
Dude, those.
Well. Like, okay, what happened to J.J. Superman replacing Cavill? Crickets, like Bueller. I mean,
Bueller. I'm
just saying.
sacred for life.
Did
Or
you know
he's
that-
unhinged.
I
She's
said this
unhinged right now on
on
Twitter. Yeah.
Did you know, Gary, that JJ's having issues with his Superman movie?
Yeah, well, it's like when you don't hear anything in the news, you know something's wrong.
Yeah, I know it's getting new gods in. I mean, it's just like they can't crack the script. And I was telling Sil on his show months ago, they can't crack the script, and they were supposed to have it done by December, right, or some shit like that. Nothing. There's zero, nothing, and they have some ambitious ideas for it, about it becoming like Oscar bait, social commentary, and a period piece. I heard it's going to cost over $300 million to do this thing, which
too
is
much.
why
It's
they
too
can't
much.
make a decision until Lava Man steps into the door. He's not going to agree with $300 million on this.
He's
thing.
going to axe this project, hopefully.
So
mercifully.
And mercifully, yeah. I mean, yeah. Lava Man's like Khonshu right now, like, you idiot, there's no Cavill in here.
Right.
You can't do
And once
Superman
again,
Cavill.
my little animated video is quite relevant again.
When you're slapped, you'll take it and like it.
Well, they said release the Snyder Cut. That's what that was right there. Put that shit up. What are you doing?
Whenever I see Lava Man's face, I get the voice of Khonshu in my head, like
That's awesome.
like scolding Warner Brothers for something, some idiocy, I mean, it's like it's a running gag with me now. If I hear like the next Moon Knight, when I hear Khonshu, I'm gonna think of Lava Man. I'm gonna put that quote in the context of Warner Brothers.
David
Yeah.
Zaslav coming
I'd be
through.
amused.
Find video footage of Hamada or anybody and just put that voiceover over top of them.
Exactly. That's perfect, right? So, an article came out in Comic Book, I think, about Joker sequel. They're having issues. They can't crack the script. But the film should have had a sequel to begin with. It was a perfect film. It's as an ending. Why do you need a sequel? I mean, $1 billion, because Batman can't crack $1 billion.
Well, Warner Brothers fucked up with that one. Keith had to leave. I wish he was here for this because, we've talked about this ad nauseum about how Hamada completely screwed the pooch with the deal he made to make the Joker. Is that they didn't make really any money off of it. All that money went to the filmmakers. And sequels. Jeez, I don't understand why they want a sequel. It had an ending. It was an ending. It's over.
It's over. It's done,
I'm not a big fan of the Thomas Wayne villain storylines. I don't think they're very good. It's just shitting on good characters.
Right.
Well, the Flash movie.
Well, PJO, we are going. It is actually time to end the show. We went longer than I expected. We hit 2 hours, really. It's an hour and 50 minutes.
Awesome, guys.
And we're still at 274 watching. So, yay.
Wow, that's really good numbers, man. That's awesome. You guys are getting that. Last time I was here was nowhere near that.
What I learned is people will watch you if you don't give a fuck.
That's our approach every Saturday on Scoop Center.
So, Scoop Center. I don't fucking care.
We're balls out, man. We're balls out.
Oh yeah. Cutting up. Yeah.
I will end with our credits, but before we go to the credits, I want to play one little Monty Python piece. I love this.
Stop that! It's silly. Very silly indeed.
And there you have it.
I love Monty Python.
Mikey, thanks for dropping in, man. And
it's just fun,
I think Arwen is going to be sad she didn't get to meet you. So, oh well.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
I'll be back. But I want to thank everybody in the chat for being here today. PJO, Dork Knight, Brett Cohen, Tim. Thanks for dropping by, man. Socks, Zax, you son of a bitch. Where are you when I need you? He's usually he's been our director, and I get lost during our chats, trying to do the show and do the chats. Zachara, thanks a lot, man. Brett Cohen, mate, you good on you, mate. Let's see who else was here. Mexican Iron Man was here, of course. Dust Wolfen, our good friend. Yep. I'm trying to remember who else dropped in early. Pat S, of course, yes, our other producer. Let's see. I'm sure. Himidi Abduli, even though I don't think English was their first language. Thanks for showing up, man. Thanks for showing up. It might be better just to write in your natural language.
Man,
let us get it translated.
That's still Abdul's cousin.
Who is?
Abduli.
Himidi Abduli?
Yeah, him and Abdul.
Is that your cousin?
No.
It can't folk.
Oh, okay. Shut up, 24. Fucking with me. Thanks for showing up, Gap Stargate. Love you, man. See who else showed up. Of course, I think I already said PJ. Angel Cruz was here. Stopped in to say hi. And I'm scrolling back through. I just don't want. I hate missing anybody because it means so much that you guys come and watch the show. Some asshole named Mikey Sutton was here.
You guys have really grown since you guys were among the first to cover my stories. I'm really grateful.
we were the first. We were the first ones to have you on.
Right.
They remind me every day of that.
Dude, I did not want to go on YouTube. Man.
Yeah, I'm like, go ahead, Sil. Talk all the shit you want to. We started it, bitch.
I was first.
Brandon was here too. Brandon, the anime guy.
I was on your show on my freaking landline.
You were so terrified.
I was terrified. I'm like,
and
shit.
And I tell people, take it easy. Not to get overly excited with you because you're stressed when you go on because I explained to them, look, when people have had a stroke, it actually has an impact on their anxiety levels.
Yeah, it does.
Because they get that almost closed in feeling. Yeah. And because I told you before, I took care of a lot of stroke victims and I learned so much about that, which is why on Friday I talked about aphasia and Bruce Willis and what happens. Yeah. What fucking happens? That's it. That was it. Because when they said that he was having trouble saying lines, that he was mumbling, I said that's the first signs of aphasia, which is part of dementia as well as Alzheimer's. Fuck you, Martin. Fuck you, Martin Acosta Santana. You son of a bitch. You drop in right as we ending. Anyway, love you, man. Glad you stopped by. Rewind, watch the whole episode. It's a lot of fun. Glad you dropped in. DC Extended. Yeah, man. Awesome. Thanks for dropping in. Socks, of course. Love you, man. But we're ending it here. I can tell that we've hit that point where both 24 and I need to get the fuck up out of these chairs.
You might get hemorrhoids.
Man, I got to tell you, man, I got to get up and walk because my legs, and I know 24 too. So, Sil Abdul, we know that you have glue in that seat and you don't fucking you're one of those people that kicks the chair through the house.
I tell you,
you're in the chair just traveling.
I have
through
wheels. Wheels in my chair.
Or as they call them, casters. I don't know why they call them that, but that's what they're called.
I got up and looked at it a while ago, actually.
I don't know if Sil ever sleeps, right? Like I can message him throughout 24 hours, and he'll either reply or he'll say "seen." I'm like, dude, do you ever sleep?
I'm always on. Yeah, I'm always on call when Mikey's like, "Yo," I'm always like, "Oh, okay, I see it," and I like pass out.
Yeah, Tom slips naps in here and there over on Midnight's Edge because he does not have regular sleep. But I want to thank everybody for coming. Thanks for dropping in, Mike. Yeah, I mean it.
Being here, man.
Awesome.
You know that we really love you, man. We care
yeah,
about
you.
you.
So much
You are a
support.
friend.
You guys are great.
Yeah,
unlike some other people out there, which I won't mention. But anyway,
this show is like about Mikey, like totally about Mikey.
Yeah, this show is about Geekosity and Mikey.
Thank you so much. No,
I've been wanting to do something like this for a while, with my own brand of fucking being a dick and making it work somehow. 24/7 Fusion, you're awesome, dude. Thank you so much for being here, brother.
Too, man.
And Sil, it's okay having you. I'm glad you're here.
Again, I'm gonna send a picture for the next show. Like
I shit on him every episode, Mike. If you don't watch, I shit all over.
It keeps me humble, right? Because like my head is like getting there. But Gary keeps me humble.
Is that why you sit so far back from the camera? Because it's so big.
You can't handle all of me at one time, right? It gets.
Hey, everybody! Thanks for coming to the show. We'll see you next week, Thursday, 6:00. Every Thursday at 6:00 Central Standard Time.
Let's do it.
We're on the show. See you guys next week.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Pop Culture Minefield. If you've enjoyed the show,
stick
please
around,
remember
Mikey. We'll
to
talk after
like
the show.
And subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Remember, you can find us at Pop Culture Minefield on both Facebook and
Thanks,
Instagram.
Pat. Appreciate it.
Thank you
man.
again.